All right, in this example, we got a story problem. Before we work it through together, I would suggest that you read through the problem and try to work it all out yourself first, and then come back and watch the video here where I work it out with you. That way we can identify any little spots that are giving you trouble along the way. So go ahead and pause the video now and do that. All right, so as I take a look at this problem, some things that jump out to me that help me know what to do. First of all, I see that it is changing by a given percent annually. That means every year. That tells me that I'm going to be using this equation. Now, I can now start plugging into this equation. Do I know what I want the final value to be here? Yes. We're trying to figure out when the final value would reach 3,000. Okay? P is my starting value. Our population starts at 5,000. And then it's going to be 1 plus R. Now, R comes from the percent, so I'm going to be taking that 8%, and I'm going to divide it by 100 in order to turn it into a decimal. That means that we can actually do the math on it then. So that's going to be 0.08. But you notice that we're actually decreasing by that 0.08, which means it's like a negative 0.08. And then that's going to be to the power of t, because I don't know what t is. So rather than then writing this as 1 plus a negative 0.08, I'm going to write that then as 1 minus 0.08. Now that I have the equation, everything after this is just doing the math. So the story problem boiled down to this equation. Now the equation will boil down to the answer. All right, so when dealing with it from here, the very first thing I want to do is I want to actually do the 1 minus the 0.08 here. So when I do that, that's going to give me 0.92. And once I've gotten to this point, I can now be solving it for the exponential, which means I'm going to divide both sides by 5,000, which gives me 0.6 equals the 0.92 to the power of t. All right, now I've got the whole thing to the power of t. I need to get the exponent solved. That means I need to use a logarithm. So I'm going to change this into logarithmic form, which gives me t equals log base 0.92 of 0.6. And in order to do that calculation, we're going to have to use the change of base formula. And the change of base formula, remember, is the one where we do the log divided by the log. Remember that the base always goes on the bottom. And so then type that number into your calculator. You should be getting a value of about 6.13 for our final answer here. So it's going to take a bit over 6 years for this wolf population to drop below 3,000.